everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back to another video. Happy Saturday to all of you. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your weekend. Now, all of us in the Wild Mode community have got a potential reason to celebrate come Tuesday. A reason to be happy again. What is happening on Tuesday, you ask? Well, there's going to be a new patch coming for Hearthstone, and Alec Dawson, lead designer for Hearthstone, tweeted about this patch. You can check the tweet out, it's from the 16th of September, and Alec Dawson has said there's going to be 5 nerfs that cover Warlock, Shaman, Demon Hunter. Now, the previous nerfs that have been employed have been useless, as in they haven't helped us on Wild Mode. The problem has been the Warlock quest, it gets completed too quickly, so hopefully this time round they'll actually do something to the quest line, and hopefully we'll actually slow Warlock down a little bit. But there's something else of interest, something that has got me really curious. Alec Dawson says there's going to be a ban for Warlock. 1 ban. Now what does that mean? Does that mean that there's going to be a Warlock specific card that gets Hall of Famed? Does it mean that maybe we can ban Warlock on the ladder? So if we don't want to face it, we just ban it. That would be great. I could live with that. I'm hoping that what comes out on Tuesday is going to be helpful for the Wild community. So in celebration for the upcoming nerfs and the ban, whatever that happens to be, in preparation for the nerfs and the ban, as we get ourselves hyped up and ready for Tuesday, let us play some Shudderwock Shaman, because that's what I'm going to be looking to play after the patch goes live. So we're going to start out today with the deck that you can see on your screen, hsWhiteDelight's Reno Shudderwock Shaman. And then tomorrow we'll have another Shudderwock video, a different deck from a good friend of mine, Dusty Scales. So, this deck from hsWhiteDelight, you'll see N'Zoth the Corruptor, so you get the battle cry replicated through the Shudderwock. There's plenty of healing in this deck via Kartut Defender, Canal Slogger, Healing Rain. The Kartut's brought back by N'Zoth, give you more healing, and that's all in addition to the Reno Jackson. But something to note, double Dirty Rat in the deck, and Dirty Rat being considered essential to basically mess with the Questline decks. If you don't play at least, or draw I should say, one of those Dirty Rats, your Reno Jackson gets messed up. Just something to be aware of. Now, started to test this deck out. I was facing plenty of Warlocks. And here, they've completed their quest line. And look, I have double Rat in hand. So, can we get lucky? No. Try again? No! Absolutely ridiculous. They have Tamsin in their hand and we could not pull it onto the board. So, yeah, at this point I just knew it was going to be over, right? There was no way we were ever coming back. They played their Tamsin and we just lost. So sometimes double Dirty Rat is not enough to get the job done. You have to get lucky, you actually have to pull Tamsin onto the board. Now, this was a really interesting game. I faced a priest with the Elwyn Boar, and I didn't play anything for several turns, right? I was hoping to draw Devolve, so I could devolve the balls. It didn't work out, but this was really cool. I've not lost to this deck, ever. This is my first time losing to this priest deck. And it looks pretty fun, actually. There's a 15 attack weapon that destroys your mana crystals. I actually find that pretty cool. So, yeah, this was a first for me, losing to this priest deck. This is a priest deck that you never see on the ladder. But hey, it's Diamond 5. Great things happen at Diamond 5. Alright, back to Warlocks. Oh, we pull a giant! Try again! And there it is! We pulled Tamsin, finally! But we've got a problem. There's an 8/8 giant on the board. And we don't have an easy way of removing it. Our Hagatha scheme is not going to be charged up. There's another giant. So at this point, how do you win? I mean, it's turn 5. How do you win? We thought we were doing a good thing by pulling Tamsin onto the board. Yes. But how do you deal with these giants? I mean, we could heal to full health. And I guess, in theory, we're not dead, or we're not dead on board. But what we need is ice fishing. And there it is. There's ice fishing. And we're going to heal up to 30 as a precaution here. So next turn, we draw the Toxfin, the Flurgle, we win the game. That's the plan, and we can then heal up with Reno after. But of course, they have the Battle Master. Ridiculous. So I've just had no luck against Warlocks. Even when I've got lucky with Dirty Rat pulling Tamsin, I still can't win. So I must be doing something wrong. Try again, Dirty Rat. And we get Tamsin onto the board. Fantastic. Not going to take any chances. Going to kill this board off. Oh, there's a giant. And this was the kicker. This was the kicker. Ray's dead. Can't win. Just can't win. So at this point, what's the point of continuing? I've lost this game, right? Yeah, I've lost this game. And so, we go back to pretending that Warlock doesn't exist. And we just have fun against the other classes. Concede against Warlock, have fun against the other classes.
None will survive.
So, this looks like a Questline Hunter to me. Key card for us is going to be Reno Jackson, but until we get to Reno, we're going to want some healing. Ooh, Spherus Sapiens, interesting. So no questline. Well, maybe no questline yet. Maybe they're just going to keep it in hand for a bit. Interesting. Okay, there it is, of course. Ooh, Arcane Anomaly. Well, this looks new to me.
A black arrow.
I guess it kind of makes sense if you're casting all of these cheap spells. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. If that had stayed on the board, it'd just grow in health and become harder to remove. Yeah. I think devolving was fine. Now, keep in mind, this deck from hsWhiteDelight has a few interesting tech choices. For example, there is Mindbreaker in this deck, which disables hero powers. So that is designed to mess with, well, Questline Hunter, I guess. Very good against Questline Hunter. Kobold Monk is in this deck. You can see it in my hand, actually. Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Also messes with Questline Hunter. Now I feel very safe and very secure at this point because we have Reno Jackson in hand. That's really good for us. So we'll just let them damage us for a bit longer, and then we'll play Reno, and we'll be happy. However, the hero power does 3 damage, so even after we play Reno, I guess they'll still be able to mount that damage up again.
I am one with the
Right. I'm going to play the monk here. I suspect it will die. They'll hero power it down and then play some spells. But for this turn, our face won't be taking damage from the hero power. Or damage from spells. Oh goodness! Vol'jin! Oh bloody hell! That's a Baku. Wow, this build of the deck is quite fascinating. Sphere of Sapience, Vol'jin, the Arcane Anomaly. I've not seen a build like this yet. This is fascinating. I guess this is what happens at Diamond 5, right? People play interesting versions of decks. Or maybe I'm just outdated. Maybe because I haven't been playing much Wild recently. Maybe this is the build for Questline Hunter. Maybe this is the new preferred build. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get some healing here, which is welcome. Just keeps us going a little bit longer. Okay, now they've committed massively to the board. I'm happy now to play Flurgle and Toxfin. Dirty Rat, see if we get anything. Probably not, no. Right, goodbye board. So that was an excellent use of our combo. I don't think it was ever going to get any better than that in terms of clearing the board. And now I suspect we're going to be facing just spells, right? Probably a lack of minions. It's just going to be mostly spells and repetitions of the hero power. They're targeting minions, they're not targeting my face. So this is always a good thing. More targeting of minions. Okay, now they go to the face. It's fine. That's less fine. That does 5 damage. Kill command. But look, we're absolutely fine in the grand scheme of things. We have the healing here. I'm not going to reveal Reno Jackson just yet. There's no need to. And can I just say, I love Sphere of Sapience in this deck. I love being able to choose which card I want to keep, or whether I want to throw it back into the deck and get another card. I just love the opportunity. I just love being given that choice. Something exciting about it. And here's Mindbreaker. Hero powers are disabled.
Let's start some trouble.
I could have hero powered there, but it's alright. Lock and Load. Wow, their deck plays 2 copies of Lock and Load. This is the first Questline Hunter that I have seen on Wild Mode playing Lock and Load.
Death to the traitor.
More tech cards! Don't you just love these tech cards? Nerubian Unraveler. Spells cost 2 more. Glorious. Yep. Can't beat the tech cards. Okay. Our next game is against a Shaman. It's not a Warlock, so that makes me happy. But what do we keep? hsWhiteDelight has a tweet about this deck, and in that tweet he gives some information on the Mulligan. So with the Mulligan, he says you should always keep Sphere, Rat, Ice Fishing, and Primal Dungeoneer. And notes that you should probably throw most things away to find a Dirty Rat, at least one of the 2 rats in the deck. Keeping Lightning Storm is good against Pirates, and keeping Lotheb and Unraveler against Mage and Druid. That's a rough Mulligan guide. If you have more questions about this deck, go find the tweet from hsWhiteDelight. There's a little thread there with people asking questions, so feel free to ask your question, and I'm sure he'll respond. So, can we just take note that our opponent has played Corrupt the Waters? This looks like a Shudderwock Shaman to me. With the additional Battlecry capability provided from Corrupt the Waters, I think that's absolutely awesome. Diamond 5, this is where the most interesting things happen. This is where the most interesting and fun decks get played. See, I was at Diamond 3, and after I started playing my fun decks, at Diamond 3 and Diamond 4, I was just facing nothing but Warlocks, right? And got knocked down to Diamond 5. Honestly, I'm happy at Diamond 5. If I'm facing fewer Warlocks... Ooh, that's bad. If I'm facing fewer Warlocks at Diamond 5, happy days. I think the further I get to Legend, or the closer I get to Legend, the more Warlocks start to appear. It's not a good thing. We probably need to kill that.
On the wings of evil.
Double time and double pay.
Interesting. Clears the Taunt Totem. Okay, they want to keep it healthy. That makes sense. Likewise, we will keep our Deathlord healthy. What spells do they have, though, that can activate with Slate? That's the question. Or maybe they're somewhat afraid of popping the Deathlord. There's always that concern that it pulls out an important card like the Shudderwock, maybe. Again, assuming this is Shudderwock Shaman. I mean, they've played the quest, right? Yeah. Has to be Shudderwock Shaman. Okay, there it is, quest completion. They didn't hero power before it, so maybe they've got a card to play. Oh, mutate again. Oh, that's fine. Alright, finally we kill that.
Come dance to
There's a dirty rat. Could be useful later. I'm not afraid of that watch post, right? Oh, okay. They're going to get rid of their own watch post. Guess they don't value it either. Oh, see it, man. Without a battle cry. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Well, it's not. It's got 6 attack on it, but better being an ordinary 6/6 than a 6/6 with a battle cry. But maybe Taelan can block the way for us here. Give us a bit of respite from Siamat. We just need to buy time. Play enough of our battle cries and then play our Shudderwock. But our opponent could beat us to it. Is this game a race of who plays the Shudderwock first? I guess their deck will have more return to hand effects in terms of like Zola, Grumble. Are they looking to go infinite with their Shudderwock? Because our deck doesn't really go infinite, does it? Looking at the deck list. I mean, there's no Zola in this deck. There's no replication in terms of Doppelgangster. And there's no Grumble. So I guess we are looking at a big N'Zoth Battlecry replication turn via our Shudderwock. Combined with a Lothar Battlecry, we block out spells. So maybe that's what we're going for here. Lots of lackey value for them. Oh, that's going to do 6 damage. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can pull. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. We'll devolve it. And wait. Alright. That's less terrible. I was hoping for a good Dirty Rat pull into a Flurgle Toxin combo, but we were denied a good pull from the Rat. How unfortunate. Oh, all this Battlecry value. Double Battlecry value they're getting here. Still, at this point, I don't feel threatened in any way. I don't feel scared. Also, I didn't hero power on that last turn. Should I have hero powered? Or am I getting to a point now where I don't want totems sticking to the board? Particularly if I'm trying to make room for N'Zoth on the board and then eventually the Shudderwock. So do I just not hero power from this point onwards? If I feel I'm getting close to a N'Zoth turn. Oh god! Ysera the Dreamer! Oh, I'm so jealous! If you've been following my channel for the last 2 years or so, then you know that I love Ysera in all her incarnations. You know that I love Ysera the Dreamer, Ysera Unleashed, original Ysera. I'm just a big fan of Ysera, so I'm so jealous that they got to play that. And they will get that Battlecry replicated via their Shudderwock. So, I felt this was a good time to play N'Zoth. This is fine. Clear the board, mostly. But we get the N'Zoth Battlecry into the pool now. So when do we play the Shudderwock? This is the question.
Is there trouble?
Is there trouble? Yes, there is. There will soon be trouble. I don't want to play the Shudderwock until I get Lotheb. I want to maximise my chances of having a board stick and not disappear to spell damage or AoE. So I really want to get the Lothar Battlecry in. So that when I play my Shudderwock, we replicate the N'Zoth Battlecry, we get a big board, we get the Lothar Battlecry in, and we avoid big spells like that could clear my board. Although we've just seen Haggard the Skeeb, we've seen Volcano. What other big spells do they have? Could I play the Shudderwock now? No. I'm going to go for Zephyrus Root, and I'm going to take Tyrion. Already decided before I saw the options, I'm taking Tyrion.
Put your faith in the light.
Now, if I want to be clever, I could have taken Cabal Shadow Priest. I could have stolen the Manatide Totem, but I don't want a Manatide Totem. It takes up space on the board. It can't attack. It's going to annoy me when I play my Shudderwock, probably, because that's one less slot for a Death Rattle minion coming back via the N'Zoth Battlecry. And can I just state how much I'm, enjoying this game? This to me is Hearthstone. I love this. I'm getting an opportunity to play my cards. We've gone past turn 10. This is glorious. This is beautiful.
Death does not scare me.
Now, if there was just a way to have a ladder mode, like, I don't know, a Diamond 5 ladder mode, where we don't go past Diamond 5, right? Once you hit Diamond 5, you have this option of staying within Diamond 5.
I'll make you a real toy.
So you could just play against opponents like this that have fun decks within the realm of Diamond 5. So I don't care about Legend anymore. I just want to have fun. If I get Legend, it's a bonus. And pre-United in Stormwind expansion meta, I was hitting Legend with Reno Shaman multiple times. I was having the time of my life. It was great. And then Seedlock happened and my world came crumbling down upon me. Anyway, let's not talk about Seedlock. Let's just continue enjoying this game. What I'm also curious about is when is my opponent going to play their Shudderwock? I kind of want to see it. Looking at all the glorious battle cries they've accumulated. I want to see their Shudderwock before I play mine. And Nightmare on the totem. Does that mean they just want to get rid of the totem from the board? And they're just scared of overdrawing if it fills up their hand? They're nearly dead. Please don't die. Please don't die just yet. I want to play my Shudderwock. Please heal. Please tell me you have a way of healing. Ooh. Swamp Queen Hagatha. This deck really is a blast from the past and I'm loving it. So please get some healing from that somehow. Please don't die. Devolving Missiles and Torrents. Okay. Of course you hit the Tyrion. Oh, hello. That's not bad. Ooh, it's got a buff on the Reno. Are they still dead? Please don't die. Oh, 14, 16. Huh. Isn't that something? Amazing. So if I play the Shudderwock here, what does that actually do? Or do I just want a Hagatha scheme? I mean, it's 4 damage scheme. It's perfect here. I'm going to Hagatha scheme, right? Clear the board. And maybe they've got their Shudderwock in hand and maybe they'll play it. Alright. Worth noting, I'm at 30 health, by the way. I haven't played Reno or Healing Rain. Fascinating. Good, good. Healing. Excellent. Prolong the game. Wow, Witch's Brew. Such memories of good times, by the way. Back when Hearthstone was a little bit more straightforward. Back when games would go past turn 10. Well, here we go. Okay, there's the Lothar battle cry. You love to see it. The Zoth, beautiful. Ooh, I got Ysera! I got the original Ysera. Fantastic. Fantastic. Do they not have their Shudderwock yet? Are they not a Shudderwock deck? I mean, they play Corrupt the Waters. They've got to be a Shudderwock deck. Maybe the Shudderwock is the last card in their deck. Yeah, this is definitely a Shudderwock deck. They just haven't drawn it. And if they had it in hand, surely they'd play it. Surely they'd play it, because surely there are battle cries there that would help them. Oh well. Great game. Fun game. Loved it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hsWhiteDelight's Shudderwock Shaman. What a tremendous deck. What a fun deck to play. And you saw me not having such great luck against Questline Warlock. Even with double Dirty Rat, I was struggling. But if you ignore Warlock and just focus on the other classes, you can have fun. And depending on what part of the ladder you are on, so I was playing this deck primarily at Diamond 5 after I got knocked down to Diamond 5 after facing lots of Warlocks. At Diamond 5, I was just facing other decks that were not Warlock. So I was facing Questline Hunters and some more interesting decks like the last game. You know, Quest Shudderwock Shaman, I think it was. So Diamond 5 is where all the cool stuff happens, I guess. Maybe that's where you need to be in order to have real fun, I don't know. So the deck design is really cool. Lots of tech cards to mess with Questline decks. The 2 Dirty Rats are an interesting inclusion. I have had a couple of instances where I've lost to aggro because I've not drawn one of the Dirty Rats, and therefore my Reno Jackson was never active. But I guess it depends on what you're facing. If you are facing lots of Questline decks, then maybe you feel the need to include 2 rats to give you the maximum chance of at least drawing one of the rats, so you can try and disrupt their Questline reward. So there's just something to think about. Looking at other tech inclusions in the deck, specifically the Spell Ward Jeweler, the Kobold Monk, and the Mindbreaker are in the deck for Ignite Mage, Odd Hunter, and Shadow Priest. You have the Boom Pistol Bully. I just love that card, I really do. Which is in the deck to delay quest rewards, and you have Unraveler for alignment druids. So that is a little bit more information about the card inclusions and why they've been included. Remember, with the mulligan, you're keeping the Sphere of Sapience, you're keeping 1 rat at least, you're keeping ice fishing, and you're always keeping Primal Dungeoneer. Throw away most things to find a rat is a good strategy. Keeping Lightning Storm against pirates is sound. Keeping Lotheb and Unraveler against Mage and Druid is also a good strategy. So that's a little bit more information on the mulligan. All of this info is on the Twitter thread that hsWhiteDelight has posted about this deck. And if you've got questions, go post your questions on that thread. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you all tomorrow for another Shudderwock Shaman deck. And tomorrow's deck is going to be from my good friend, Dusty Scales. So until tomorrow, please stay safe, please look after yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another.